Hedgehog Hollow's catalogue launch. So we're going to be casing the catalogue again today, and we're going to be doing the fruit stand suite. So I saw this from, I think Joy did it at On Stage. We saw a video and she made the most beautiful peach card, a bit like this. So I will be showing you that one at some point. But the one that I'm going to do today is this Love You More card, because I needed some of those. So it is pretty much all stamping. What I thought was it's a really great starter card. So all you really need is the stamp set, some cardstock, and you're pretty much off. Sorry, you can hear my washing machine beeping in the background. But yeah, so if you don't have many supplies, or you want to get started in stamping and you don't really know what to do, this would be a great one, because you could buy your stamps. You could actually just use a couple of colours of ink. You don't need to use all the colours that I've got out on my desk here. So let's get started. I'll show you my sample. So I think for me, actually, I've done pretty well to stick to the brief. We've got the enamel dot on there the same, we've got the ribbon, and all I've done is use, because I used my layering squares for this Love You More, I used one of the little scalloped ones around it because I just thought it finished it off really nicely as well. But you don't need to do that, that's completely optional. So let's get started. Now the first thing I've got is a piece of Whisper White, which we're going to stamp our Love You More with. And to do that, I'm going to use Watermelon Wonder. So I'm just going to ink that up. Like so. And I'm going to pop that one over. We'll get it back out in a minute for our strawberries. And then I'm going to just grab my little Spellbinders desktop machine. And I'm going to use my layering squares and a piece of, here it is, washi tape, just to hold it on, if I can find the end. There we are. I'll just put it over one corner. As I say, if you have the Big Shot, and I do have one to the side of me, but not actually on my desk, you can just use the magnetic platform, which is amazing. But I'm just using this little Spellbinders sapphire machine just for ease in the video, and you can see. But it's only really tiny, so you can even put little things like this through it. So I'm just going to wind that through. Oh. It's not a good noise. Everything looks fine. I'm going to pop that out. So just take that out. Okay, let's pop that away too. And then what I've done is I've just pre-cut the scallop circles that you also get in the layering squares dies. And I'm going to stick my Love You More on top. And I haven't left too much of a border, it's just enough there. And while we're on this, I'm going to grab some of my dots. I'm actually going to store these in one of the half stamp cases, but they haven't arrived yet. So when they do, I'll show you that, because I think that will be the perfect solution. One for in colours, one for brights, one for regals, etc. etc. There we go. So that's my little heart in the middle. And then we're going to do our little piece of ribbon. So I've got my Flirty Flamingo, not Flirty, Peekaboo Peach rather. And you could use any of the in colours, because this coordinates with so many colours. And then I just put a tiny bit of tape on it, fold it over. I want to fold it over at an angle like that. And then just down one side where I want it to stick out, again I put another piece of tape and I stick my ribbon on, and I'm just going to trim it at an angle because I think that looks nicer when it sticks out. So that's our little tag finished. So all we now actually need to do is our card, and to do that we're going to just stamp straight onto our card base. So take your piece of A4, fold it in half. I seem to have lost, I thought I'd lost all my bone folders, that's why I was just doing my finger, like that. And then this is really about just having fun. So let me peel that off so I've got lots and lots of blocks. I'm just going to stick this back in for now, so you know where it is. So these are all the stamps that I use, and these are all out of this set. So we've got our peach base, then we have our peach scribbles, and then we have our leaves to go on top of the peach. So let's do our peaches first, and then we can move on to our strawberries. That's quite a big block to be having that on, but it's fine. If I've got any more spare blocks left in my box. What are we missing? That one. That block won't fit. I'm just going to see if there's any blocks in my... There we go. Now we have a block for everything. So these are all of our stamps laid out. Now I have Peekaboo Peach, and I experimented on my cards. So I'm going to ink up my stamp, and I'm going to do some full on and some slightly lighter, and then I'm going to do another full on, and then I'm going to do a lighter one at the bottom. Then you need to take, oh, you don't have to, you can just use the Peekaboo Peach again, but I took the Tangerine Tango and I did my squiggly circles. These reminded me of the Swirly Bird circles, and I just stamped them on. And you could just stamp off one. There we go. So that's our circles done. And I'm just going to put these two ink pads away because we know what I'm like. Then I took the, sorry if I'm reaching over all the time. So I used the Cucumber Crush, and I grabbed, no, that's on the other one, sorry. Pear Pizzazz for our peach. And we have the peach leaf. And you just want to put that on the top of your peach. I'm just going to peek a bit of leaf in there. So that's that. Then next up, and as I say, you can mix and match your colours. Now you could do strawberries and Flirty Flamingo, but I think the ones in the catalogue, looking at them, were done in Watermelon Wonder. So that's what I have used. And again, I have done some straight off like that, and then some I've used as like a stamp off technique. Again, a whole one and a stamped off one. So that's those. And then I've done the same with the, which you can also use the other way up as a pair. And there's our scribbly circles. Scribbly circles, scribbly circles. I'm going to redo that one. So there's all our scribbly circles, and then I'm going to take the Cucumber Crush, and I'm going to do my strawberry leaves. And again, we're going to do some intense ones, some slightly lighter ones. We're just going to get a peek of a leaf coming in there. So that's those. So that's our strawberries built up. And then you could just fill in some of the gaps using, oh, that's what we forgot on our strawberries. Our little, I think they're called tendrils. My mum was the gardener, not me. I'm just going to stamp these on. So they're coming off our strawberries. There we go. And then, as I say, we can fill in the gaps using the little flower. And for that, I've used Daffodil Delight. And we're going to use our solid flower first. I'm going to stick one in there, one there. And as I said, they don't have to be whole ones. like that. Just a tiny bit at the top there too. And then we've got our outlines, and again I'm just going to use the same, and we're going to have our little lines, and I just line it up roughly. I'm just going over all of our flowers. There we go. Maybe we'll even have one, just the outlines in the middle there. So that's it done. And now all we need to do, just to finish off our card, is take our square like this, and I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals on the back. And I'm just going to ensure that this one catches the ribbon. You could also use the stapler to put the ribbon on. I think that would look really nice, just to have the staple shining through. And then wherever you've got a little bit of a light patch, so I think that that's actually quite a bland patch, or you could go here, then I'm just going to pop, no, I like it there. That's where I'm going to put my sentiment. So if you leave your sentiment till last, you can put that on, and if there's a little bit you didn't like, or you get a line, or any reason, you can always just cover it up with where you want the sentiment to be. So that is our finished card. I'll show you my original one so you can see a couple of different ones. And I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'll tag it with our quick and easy because it is a real big, I think, great for a beginner, but also looks really complex if you want to send it to someone because of all the different things that we stamp on. And I hope you will join me again. I think tomorrow, if I've got my days right, we have something a bit out of the ordinary for you, and then we'll be back to another video. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.